Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you how we can build an AI agent in a matter of minutes, how we can connect to WhatsApp as quick as possible, and how we can also build an AI agent that we can use for car dealerships. So to get straight into it, the first thing we need to know is we're using this new node over here, which is called Super Chat, and that's going to allow us to connect to WhatsApp as quick as possible, but also view the messages that we're sending from this AI agent. So to see this AI agent live in action, because we're building it for a car dealership, I'm going to say, hey, I saw one of your cars for sale. It was the Golf. How much is it? We can send that off. Now that's going to go through to the AI agent. It's going to find the information in the Google Sheet over here, and it's going to send it back via Super Chat. So you can see over here, hey there, which Golf are you looking at? I can check the price for you. So, and over here in the Google Sheet, you can see we have this Golf, which is a 2021. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to send this back over to the AI agent. And now it should be able to find that Golf and send us back some more information about it. So you can see it says, yes, the 2021 Volkswagen Golf 1.5 TSI. It's going for 23,900. It's a real beauty, has CarPlay, and it's in very clean condition. Are you interested in a in-person, perhaps taking it for a test drive? Now, when we ask it to take it for a test drive, it's going to check the current bookings over here. So it's going to check our Google Calendar. If there's no bookings, then it's going to book us into the calendar. And also we can ask it about finance. So for me, I want to know, can I finance this car? So can I finance this car? And if we send this off, it should respond back to us now and create a finance calculator for us. So you can see it says absolutely, we can definitely help you financing. To give you an idea of monthly payments, how much are you thinking of putting down as a down payment? Let's say 10,000. Great. And what kind of loan term were you looking for? Typically people choose between 36, 48, 60. Let's choose 48. It says, okay, perfect. Based on your 10,000 down payment over 48 months, you're looking at around 300 per month for this Golf style. How does that sound? So you can see what it can do. It can do everything for the business. It can provide people finance options. It can book them in for test drives by looking at your Google Calendar, etc. Now, how we connect all of this up and how we connect to WhatsApp quickly is over here on an app called Super Chat. When you come over to Super Chat, I'll leave a link below so you can go straight to it. You can come over here and just log in. After you log in, it will take you to a page like this in which you can connect up to a WhatsApp account. Now previously in my other videos I've showed you that you can connect to WhatsApp directly in n8n, but that's a long drawn out process. It takes about 15 to 20 minutes. On the other side, this one takes about 3 minutes to connect. So if you want to connect to your WhatsApp account, after you sign in, come down here to where it says add a new inbox. Give your inbox a name. So let's say YouTube. Let's press create. Then you'll come over here to where it says WhatsApp Business API, and in a matter of minutes you can connect up. So you can see here you can add an existing phone number, so you can add your own personal WhatsApp account, or you can add a new phone number here in which you can use a landline number. If you are just testing it out, then you can use the free WhatsApp test number, or you can use a normal satellite number. For me, let's say we're using a free WhatsApp test number. I can press continue. Then it's going to pop up this where it's going to hold our hand and walk through the full process. So you can see it says continue as follow. I'll press continue. It's asking me, do I have a WhatsApp account? Let's press get started. It's going to ask me, do I have a business portfolio? All of this is completely done by the app. It will do it all for you. So if you say no, then it will create it for you. I'm going to say click next. Then down here, as you can see, it will take you through the full step-by-step process. So we're going to select choose a WhatsApp business account, click next, and we're going to give it a name. And then after we give it a name, we'll be all connected up, and we can come back over here to our inbox up here, and then we can see all of the messages that come in. So you can see here's some messages from me in which I was going back and forth. Here's some other messages that you can see from the WhatsApp API. Now the reason why this app is so powerful is because when we are over here on n8n and when we are connecting up, if we were to just use this WhatsApp trigger and we send a message back to a user, then we won't be able to see what we send to them. So that Super Chat app gives us access to be able to see what our AI agent is sending to them. So once we create a Super Chat account and we add our WhatsApp to that account, then we're going to come over here to n8n and we're going to connect up and basically build this workflow that I have here. Now in order to connect to a Super Chat trigger, you're going to firstly come up here and look up Super Chat. So come over here, look up Super Chat. And you can see Super Chat has an app here in n8n. So I'm going to click into this, and you'll most likely have to install it. You can see up here I have mine installed. You're going to have to install it, and then come down here to the trigger section and press on inbound message. Now when we press on inbound message, it's going to open this for us where we have to create a connection. So I'm going to come up here, press create new credential, and you can see it asks me for an API key. Now to get this API key, you have to come back over here to Super Chat, come down here to where it says my profile. You can see here where it says settings, click in here to settings, and then we are going to come down here to where it says integrations. Down here to where it says integrations, and we're going to add an API key. We're just going to give it a name, press create. It's going to give us an API key in which we will just copy like this, copy, bring it back over to n8n and drop it in here, and then you will be all connected and you will be able to see all of the triggers that we have here. So we can trigger when a note is created, when we send an outbound message. For us, we're building an AI agent, so we want it to trigger whenever somebody sends an inbound message to us. So we're going to select inbound message, and we're going to select from a list. So the channel is basically which number do you want this to trigger for, because as you work with clients, you're going to start stacking up numbers, and you're going to need to let this node know which number we want it to trigger for. So for me, I want it to trigger for this number here, and that's the first node completely done. So we can click save now, and now we need to create the AI agent that's able to do everything for us. So in here we have a AI agent node, and we select this as defined below, and in the prompt user message we say here is the user's message, and we give it the output from Superbait, and we give it the output from Super Chat. Now to get that, we need to get rid of this first, and we need to actually test Super Chat. So I'm going to firstly delete this, and I'm going to run this. I'm going to execute this workflow. As I execute this workflow, I'm going to come over here to WhatsApp, and I'm going to send a test message to that account. And when I send that message, then I should receive it over here on Super Chat. And as you can see, we received that message. Now we can use all of the information from in here. So you can see there, we receive all the message. You can see here the body is hey, so we received that message. Connect it up to the AI agent. And over here in the AI agent, in the prompt message, here is the user's message, and we will drag in the body over here, and then we can start using that user's message over here on WhatsApp. Now for the system prompt, we have a more long drawn out prompt, and this is going to tell this AI agent how we want it to act for this car dealership. So you can see here we say you are a WhatsApp assistant for a car dealership. You reply like a friendly human salesperson, not a bot. Keep messages short, natural and helpful like real WhatsApp conversations. Never show your reasoning, internal logic or mention tools / memory. Then we say over here your role is to help users find the right car, answer questions, provide finance estimates like we did at the start of this video. You can also book test drives by connecting to our calendar, and move conversation towards the next step like a viewing, a test drive or a sale. You can see down here we give it access to the tool. So we give it access to a Google Sheets tool which has all of our car inventory, and that's this one right here. We also give it access to our Google Calendar, and in this Google Calendar you can see over here we have 2 test drives already booked in. And what the Google Calendar tool is going to do, it's going to find all of the already booked appointments, and it's not going to recommend them to the customer. So for here, you can see 1 to 2 is already done, 3 to 4 is already taken. So if it wanted to recommend a viewing or a test drive, then it would recommend this time in here. Then the next thing we say, always confirm the time with the user before booking. Then down here we give it some information on the finance estimator, in which we say when to use this. So if somebody is asking for finance on a car, then we say that's when you use it. We give it some more information on our finance options, and then we give it access to a memory tool also, and we say here is some more information on how to actually handle these conversations. Which way do we want you to speak, where to take the conversations, etc. Now I'm going to leave this full prompt down below so you can download it for completely free. Just click the second link in the description. I'll give you the full prompt. And you can see here we basically just give it more information on how to handle conversations. Now after we give it this prompt, which I'll leave below, the next thing we need to do is we need to connect it to a chat model. And when we connect it to a chat model, it will be something like this, where you'll bring it down and you'll open a chat model. For me, I'm using Gemini 2.5 Flash because it seems to be the quickest one, but also have enough smartness to be able to handle all of the questions and the tools that it has access to. Then after that, we need to connect it to a memory. So I'm going to come down here, select a memory, and we're going to choose simple memory. And in this simple memory, we need to come in here and we need to give it access to what we get from Super Chat. So the key for this simple memory, so this AI agent knows how to remember people is we need to come over here and give it access to the person's ID. So you can see here, Super Chat sends us over an identifier, which is basically just the person's phone number. I'm going to drop that in here, and now this AI agent is going to have access to previous messages that were sent from the user. After we give it access to the memory, the next thing we need to do is give it access to a car sheet. So over here, you'll come down here, select add a new tool, look up Sheets, and we will select Google Sheets. And in this Google Sheet, we're going to set the tool description and resource, and we are going to select this operation to get roles. Now, before we actually select a document that we want to retrieve it from, we obviously need to create one. So come over here to Google Sheets, create a table like this, in which you have the make, model, year, mileage, engine, fuel, transmission, price, location, and the description on the car. Also, you can add images down here like this if you want to add images of the car. I'll leave this down below with the prompt so you'll be able to just download it and you don't have to build it yourself. So we need to create this sheet over here on Google Sheets, and you can see we have this sheet called dealer sheet. So I'm going to come back over here and I'm going to select that sheet from all of my sheets here. I'm going to select dealer sheet, and from the sheet we will just select sheet 1. After that, we can leave the rest of it. We can leave the rest of this as it is. And what this is basically going to do is this tool is going to retrieve every car in this Google Sheet. So whenever somebody says, "Hey, I'm looking for a Kia Sportage," when it retrieves all of these cars, then it will know, oh, here's a Kia Sportage, and here's all of the details on that car. So that's why we add this. Now the next thing we need to do is we need to get current bookings and create a booking. And to do that, we're going to add another tool. And the first one is going to be Google Calendar. In this Google Calendar tool, we're going to set this operation to get many. So we retrieve all of the bookings in that Google Calendar. And we are going to select the Google Calendar after you sign in up here. Obviously just sign into your Google account, just click sign in, and then select the calendar that you want to connect to. Down here, we're going to leave the limit as 50, and for the after and before time, this is where the AI is going to find events from. So we're not going to put anything in here. We're going to allow AI to select when it needs to find events from. So for example, if somebody sends a message, "Hey, can I book a test drive for this Friday?" then the AI is going to put in here the start of Friday and the end of Friday, so it knows which times it needs to find open slots for. So this is the get current bookings, as you can see up here, and this is going to find all of them bookings that we have over here. So for example, if we said Tuesday, then it's going to find all of these bookings here. Now the next thing we need to do is come over here and press create bookings. So we've just added the one which is going to get current bookings, and we're going to follow the same process over here in this one, except the operation is going to be, instead of get many, we're going to select create. So this is going to add an event in our calendar whenever we confirm it with the user. So if they want to book a test drive, we'll confirm the time. After we confirm it, then we'll create the event in the Google Calendar. And over here again, select the calendar that you want to use, and in here again we are going to allow AI to decide. So you can click this and AI will decide the start and end time. Now in order for AI to decide the correct start and end time, so if the test drives are an hour long or if they are 30 minutes long, then over here in the prompt is where you'll give access. So you might say test drives only last 30 minutes or test drives last 1 hour, for example. After all of that is connected up, then the next thing we need to do, and the last thing we need to do, is we need to connect it back to Super Chat. And over here in Super Chat, we're going to select send a message. So you'll come up here, look up Super Chat again, and obviously after you've downloaded it, then you will have the option over here to send a message. Now the good thing about Super Chat is you can also connect it to your email, you can connect it to your WhatsApp. So if you're running an automation agency or you're running a business and you need to connect a bunch of inboxes, then Super Chat is the way to go. So we're going to select send a message, and up here in send a message, we are going to select your Super Chat account that you've already connected to. We're going to select the resource as message, send a message, and the sender name is going to be sent from n8n. Let's just add agent here. The identifier is going to be the person's phone number. So to get that identifier, we've already triggered this one, so we know what the information we get. We get the information, we get the body of what the person sent over. So let's trigger this AI agent here. This is going to run, and you can see the output here is, "Hey there, to get that finance estimate for the Golf," whatever. So the AI outputs something, and then over here in the send a message, we are going to add in the person's identifier. So we're going to come over here, click the drop down over here in Super Chat. I'm going to put the identifier right in here. And for the text over here, we are going to choose the text output from the AI agent. So I'm going to drop that in here, and then we can click save. And now we can come over here to Super Chat, and we can see all of the messages that I've been sending back and forth. So if I come over here to my inbox, you can see here it's follow. So let's see the messages here. I can actually send manual messages. So you can see down here, I can send manual messages instead of the AI agent sending messages. But if I come over here now and I send a message over like hello, if I send hello from my personal account, you can see we receive it over here, and the AI agent is going to send a response. Hi again, just check and see if you still wanted to get finance for that golf. To get that for you, I just need to know how much you'd like to put down and if you're thinking of financing for 3 to 5 years. Let me know if you had any questions. I'm happy to help. So you can see here, I just sent a message over from my personal WhatsApp account. We received it over here on Super Chat, so we can actually view the messages that are coming through to our AI agent over here. And when our AI agent sends a response back, then it will show up here in Super Chat, so we can see all of the messages that are being sent back over, which is crucial for when you're running AI agents in any business. You need to be able to monitor the outputs. As we know, AI is not deterministic, so the outputs can be completely random. And if we just use the WhatsApp node, then we're not able to view the outputs. We just have to select it to go live, and we have no idea what the AI is responding with. So if we want to actually view the messages, then we have to connect here to something like Super Chat, where we can see all of the messages that the AI agent is sending, and we can even just take over and send back, like let's say hello, for example. And if we don't want the AI agent to respond, then we can just send a message back like this. And if I come over here, you can see I have the message over here in which we sent back to the user, which is just hello. So that's the main reason why I use Super Chat. Also, it's a lot quicker to connect to my WhatsApp accounts rather than going through the n8n process. If you like that video, make sure to leave a thumbs up and let me know what you want to see next. I'm going to leave a link below so you can have all of the prompts and the full build for this n8n template.